Welcome back to YC, presented by Ingalls. It's time for our Wellness Wednesday tip of the week, brought to you by our friends at ReGenesis Health Care. Today we're talking about stressing less during Stress Awareness Month.
And we are joined by Thornton and Betsy Gray Manning to tell us how ReGenesis is helping. You know, that's crazy that there's a whole month dedicated to stress less. So many people experience stress, but how can someone tell when it's time to seek maybe a healthcare provider?
Yes, it's time to seek a healthcare provider when it's prolonged, when it lasts for weeks, when it interferes with your daily activities, when you start having physical symptoms. It's time to see a healthcare provider.
Because a lot of people confuse stress with just being like, oh, I'm just worried about this one thing, or but it's really that, you know, the compiled list of that happening. And stress is a way that our body protects itself from danger.
Exactly.
That's what stress is, but trying to make sure that it's manageable. So what are some of the tools that you guys are using at ReGenesis to help folks navigate what they need to do, what the next step is?
Absolutely. At ReGenesis, we have comprehensive care. Counseling doesn't start at ReGenesis in the counseling room. It usually starts with our PCPs. They are using tools to help screen for depression and anxiety. And when those symptoms are growing, they will talk with the patient about seeking the mental health care that they need, whether that be through the individual counseling, through our addictions medicine, or maybe seeing one of our psychiatrists or nurse practitioners.
And why would you want to tell people, don't ignore these feelings? Don't, you know, when you feel it's one thing if you're like, oh, I'm just really anxious, today is a big day. That seems normal, like a one day. But if it's going on and on, why should you not ignore it?
Because it can lead to other health problems. Mental health is part of overall health. So people tend to think that's an extra step, and it's not. It can lead to heart disease, diabetes, stroke. Different things can come from just that stress and anxiety alone.
And even something as simple as individual counseling can really get that started with just talking to someone that you trust week after week, month after month, and talking through it really helps. Even things that happened ages ago.
Right.
And it's important to kind of, as my therapist says, break the bone and help it regrow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It hurts, but you have to go through it.
Yes.
It's important. What is the first step for folks that want to get in touch with you and figure out if individual counseling, psychiatry, what is the best form for them? What is that first step?
Absolutely. The first step would be if you have your own PCP, talking to them and finding out what resources that they have. You can certainly contact ReGenesis and find out more about the behavioral health that we have by just calling our main number and getting in touch with us. And if you don't have a PCP, we would love to have you join our family at ReGenesis and get started there.
And you've got a big old family. I mean, you've been in business for over 23 years. You serve the Spartanburg, Cherokee, Union, 10 locations, 3 mobile locations. There is no excuse. You can find these people. Y'all make it so convenient.
Yes.
Absolutely, and I do want to point out that we're in 35 schools across Cherokee and Spartanburg counties. Yes,
Start them young.
And so we want to give that access, definitely. And so we're out in the schools, and so those children and those teenagers can get referrals from their teachers, from their parents, from their guidance counselors, and get the care that they need as well, right where they are at
So
school.
glad that you guys are doing that, because sometimes it gets ignored in the younger population. So thank you for all that you do. MyRHC.org is a website to go and check out to find out how ReGenesis Health Care can help you with your mental health and as you're trying to stress less this month and every day really. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.